Cruising channel. There we go. Good afternoon, everybody on YouTube. Get ready to start the show, and right after this commercial. Good afternoon, content creators. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the show. It is Thursday. It's a Thursday pop-up episode. I'm your host, C. We're doing a combination YouTube and TikTok. So, how y'all guys doing? I'm just over here hanging out because I have nothing else to do. I am so bored out of my mind. But we have a we have a special guest on TikTok. Y'all know her as Scarlett, aka my baby mama. She's doing great. It is great. Nice to see you again, Scarlett.
Oh yeah, nice to see you too.
So, guys, you have not seen me on YouTube for a while. I had to take care of some business when it comes to the election, but I'm back. I'm back on the scene, so.
He's back at it.
Yes, I am back at it. We talk about Tuesday. We also talk about a Hurricane Rafael that's in the Gulf of Mexico. So, all the cruise ships are going from Galveston to Mexico. Y'all be on alert. Uh, I try to get Scarlett to go on a cruise. She won't go. She won't go. And you guys know I love cruising. I am so fat. Yeah, we can say fat on here. I am fat. I weigh way too much. But yes, I'm getting ready to go on another cruise. Hopefully next November out of Galveston on MSC. Uh, Hold on, we got somebody here. Go Beach Travels, how you doing, bro? Haven't talked to you forever and ever. How you doing? How you doing? So, anyway, Scarlett, have you been watching those commercials? Christmas?
Yeah.
Have you seen those Christmas commercials now?
The Christmas commercials? Which ones?
All of them, they're coming out.
I don't. What commercials? No, not really.
All the ones for Walmart and Target and all that stuff.
No, I haven't seen any yet.
Yeah, they're coming out with
Christmas. I don't really watch TV though.
You don't watch TV, so you just watch TikTok.
I'm not really a big TV person. I'm more of like on my phone. Isn't that horrible?
Yes, it is. It is horrible.
I know.
Hopefully,
it is.
Hopefully, you'll listen to the Black Dr. Phil.
Especially TikTok is addicting.
Well, it is addicting. So, you want to know what else is addicting?
It is.
Hold on. Okay, give me just a second. Guys, you can see this on YouTube. This is addicting. And it's called Fireball. Look at there. Look at that bottle. It's so addicting. I had fun on Tuesday night. I can't show it on TikTok. But that bunch of kids over there.
I know, what the hell, Z? I didn't get to see that one.
Oh, we also got... Oh, Venture Cast. How you doing, bruh? Let me go ahead and put him up. Hopefully he'll come back. He's one of my friends.
Who's that?
He's one of my friends. He is a former military. He likes cruises. But he went on a vacation of a lifetime. He went to the Far East and stayed 30 days in the Far East. He is retired. One of my close buddies. Let's see if he'll come up here. Yes, he is one of those guys, the single, used to do cruises and stuff like that. Now he goes and travel, like in the Philippines, Taipei, Taiwan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he does that.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, his name is Venture Class. He uh, he is a veteran. He likes to go on cruises. If you watch my
Hmm.
shows, I'll send you the link over there. But yeah, we talk about everything. We talk about cruising. We talk about everything. Let's see. We got another person. Hey, the Butterflies, how you doing? See, that's why I like YouTube. I love YouTube. So you get to know a very good game. Yeah, the venture cruise. Have you come back from your? I sent a link up there if you want to come in and talk about your little adventure you have, or if you get to do that, come on up. Um, oh, Scarlett, where'd she go? Scarlett. Anyway, hey guys, how y'all doing? Yes, we have a hurricane. We have a hurricane. We are hanging out here. Also doing TikTok. Let me see if I got anybody up here. Let's see here. Mm-hmm. Well, yes, I am back, guys and gentlemen. I'm back on the cruising thing. Uh, and by the way, Big Mike, what did I say? Did I say Stickman Outdoor Adventures? Hey, how you doing? How you guys doing? I'm doing a double tap, doing YouTube and TikTok at the same time. For those of you who want to know where I've been on YouTube, had to take care of the business, aka the election, and we won. Well, I won. I am doing. Wow, I'm doing good. I am doing. I'm doing very very well. Got a challenge, but uh, I need to. I had to get done with that, especially. Um, How to get back in shape? Let's just say. Um, so we're going to talk about the cruising scene. We thought we had some people coming in today. Hopefully, we do. Anyways, the cruising scene. This is the last month of hurricane season, and yes, once again, Hurricane Rafael has hit Cuba, and then a country blow on the Florida Keys, and is now heading towards west. Now, this is interesting. So it's in the middle of Gulf of Mexico. Now, here's the thing: how the Carnival Jubilee will it be delayed because it's supposed to be back? It's supposed to be back by Saturday, Galveston. So it probably left Cozumel. It's leaving Cozumel now. Uh, well, yeah. So is it gonna be late getting on back? We don't know. Um, by the way, Since I've been gone, the Princess cruise ship has been delayed the second time for the last 2 weeks. Hopefully, they can get to go on a cruise Saturday, unless the tropical system. That's what we're talking about. The tropical system will be coming up at the middle of the Gulf of Mexico. It's heading west right now. It's a category 2. Might be category 1. It's losing strength. Uh, the steering currents is going to make it go west. Uh, and it's going to weaken. But the moisture. So, like this weekend, it's going to be ready to the Houston, Texas coast. Maybe go to Louisiana coast. So don't worry. You got to worry about that. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah. Gotta get my yeah. Hey Mike, you want to come on up? We got to talk about some stuff. Let's talk about your little adventure if you want to come up. I get the link. I haven't talked to you, buddy. We had to talk about the Houston Texans. We'll talk about the Dallas Cowboys. They suck. So I sent the link up there. Yes. Um, so we got that going on. We got the Fox weather. Uh, so I'm doing a lot of things today. We're going to get back into the weather report. Let's see here. Let's see.
This is it for hurricane season. I think it is it for our neck of the woods. Anyway, we'll still keep half an eye on the Southern Caribbean. It's none of these cold fronts that are coming on get down that far. Ian?
Yeah, man, Brian, I certainly hope so. I like how you put that, the ultimate spaghetti plot there. It's like a linguine fettuccine. That is a weird-looking thing. But the important thing is that that's a powerful storm moving away from land, and it's got some room to weaken, as you showed us. Fox Weather Hurricane Specialist Brian Norcross, thank you. All week, we've been tracking this plume of deep tropical moisture, which has been moving north from some of the same areas where we've been watching Raphael. And we've got Fox Weather's Kiana Lewis back with us this afternoon. Kiana, case study here, example 1 billion of moisture, tropical moisture causing problems even far removed from actual tropical systems.
Exactly, and actually moving across some states that have been impacted by storms just about a month and a half ago. We look at parts of the Southeast, Georgia, South Carolina have come in with some significant totals in a short amount of time.
Yeah, big time totals. The past 24 hours, so a day, Valdosta, up to almost a foot of rain. That's going to cause problems effectively anywhere in this country when you get a foot of rain in the 24-hour time span. But then you consider that since some of these spots were devastated by Helene, they literally haven't had any rain.
I'm at the doctor's office.
Concept because
or I'll jump in another day. Okay, cool.
Around here is so hard and it's not a
I hope you're doing okay with the doctor's office. Yeah, if you're gonna be traveling, you gotta get those shots. Yeah.
A couple of areas that have already experienced some flooding. We've also had some flash flood warnings. They've let up, thankfully, but we're still getting in on some heavier downpours. Overall, though, it's starting to really wind down.
Yeah, right along the I-95 corridor, there's still some moderate rain rates, just not quite as heavy.
Why are you doing that? I'm gonna go here and
more coverage tonight.
Let's head over towards the West Coast. That's where we have incredible video coming in of a chopper pouring water over a house that was on fire. The strong Santa Ana winds, they continue to fan the flames of this massive mountain fire in Southern California. And it's spreading quickly across Ventura County, pushed by wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour. So far, over 19,000 acres have been scorched in the area. You're looking at some live video here, or live aerials, I should say, of the helicopter from Fox 11 in the area, showing us the latest conditions there. several hours that crews have been out fighting these flames, as well as the challenge of those winds that have been pushing through. And several people have been injured in the path of that as well. So, getting in on how things look right now, the low visibility as the choppers are out flashing these flames with water and trying to mitigate the fires. That's another damage point of homes and properties that have been also scorched in its path too. The the fire is pretty massive. It's about 19,000 acres now that have been impacted. It's two areas, one to the north of Camarillo, where you're looking at some of this video, and then the bigger part of the fire a little farther north of that. And it's the wind that's also helping to spread this fire as it's been active over the last 2 days or so. When we look at some of the winds along with the relative humidity, we have been sitting in the teens, so it's very, very dry. The vegetation has been dry, so that's another thing that's easily spreading this off towards, say, the coastline. We'll have to watch these areas very closely, Ian, as fire conditions will be pretty prevalent over the next 24 hours.
Still ahead, our trifecta of wild, impactful weather continues. We're tracking it all again today. Fire, snow, to tropical trouble. We'll break down the latest when Fox Weather Now comes right back.
Well, I didn't know that we're doing that. Oh, hold on. Day-yo. Come back down, don't want to come home. Sitting here. I'm sitting here by myself. All you Democrats who want to come up, come on up. You want to do your sorrows. You want to cry for a minute. The Black Dr. Phil is here. Uh-huh. Come on, really? All right. All right, we're going to talk about that. Let's see here. Hold on. Let's see here. All right, home theaters. Mm-hmm. Live in 4 hours. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we also going to be talking about some home theater stuff. Let's see here. Oh, 3 hours. Let's try new speakers. Yes.
This game, you're not ready for it.
And we're live.
Welcome everyone to the 46th edition of the Home Theater Hub. We have Mr. Ike returning. What's going on, Ike? How are you, sir?
Returning. Well, it's good to be back. Thanks for having me back on the show. I enjoyed the last time I was here, so it's always a pleasure to be back. I'm doing good. How about you guys?
And then we got.
All right.
Either reference below it, just plug it back in. Yep. So you could boost so right now in this example, the high frequencies are reduced by 2 decibels and the mid range is boosted
Are we
by
back?
2 decibels. But you could reduce both of them, you could reduce the mid and leave reference or leave the high frequency at reference or boost it 2 dB. So it's really just, I thought it was pretty cool. Now in the set they sent me, these are pre-production models, so that isn't actually connected internally. So me changing them doesn't change the sound. That was at least in my video just to show how it works and how it functions and what the purpose of that was for. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I've never seen that on a pair of speakers.
So I don't know yet.
Yeah, and Psychonics says that you are in some of the upper end speakers. I know he does a lot of videos on higher end. He said that it's common to see those also on the higher end, on some of the higher end. And as Ike mentioned, we're too broke to know about those higher end speakers.
It's common PA though too. It helps match room acoustics because sometimes you can't. It's much easier to reduce the high end in the speaker than go in and install a bunch of absorption fusion.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool that they give you that flexibility. And I'll share another photo. This kind of shows how much of the curvature, I guess, of that compared to the 1723 that's next to it. That's kind of weird. Does it not? I guess it doesn't. Is it crop that?
I can see that. Yeah, sometimes the window crops.
Yeah. If it'll. Yeah. It looks like it doesn't really scale it down. No, I think if I make it smaller.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, let me do that. I'll just reduce it and okay, let me get it down. Let's see if it'll show the whole thing.
Oh yeah, the cop is very perfect.
It got a really high resolution. Yeah, it's a good portrait. There you go. Okay, so now you can see the bottom. So it's got a pretty significant curve. And one thing I was concerned about initially was, and some people have mentioned in my comment section, is that, man, that tweeter is pretty high. And so, of course, the higher the tweeter, that's putting you off axis. But what's interesting about that is because that top end is curved, if you think about it, the top end, the tweeter in the mid-range is angled down towards the listening position. Right. That's pretty cool. Ideally, I think on their documentation, they say that ideal distance is supposed to be like 14 feet and I'm a little bit closer. I think my seating is maybe either 13 or 12 and a half, something like that. So it's pretty close to that. But you're not sitting off. I mean, unless you're sitting like right up on these things, like 6 foot, that might be not ideal because then that's going to be putting the tweeter and blowing way over your head.
Over your head, yeah.
And it also depends on how low you're sitting. Yeah. But they did some really cool things with this. Let's see if I can find a close-up of the driver. So they've got the, what do you call it? Inverted surrounds. So let me share this one. Again, that was kind of new for me. I don't know if I've ever seen an inverted surround. Let's see how well that shows up if I need to zoom out on it.
They remind me of the Kef speakers.
So you can see that little. Yeah, so you can't really see it too well in this picture, but basically, if you think about it, most speakers have the rubber surround that fits on top of that speaker, and then it attaches to the edge of the basket. I guess the basket, like the outer ring of the woofer. But this is almost underneath that cone, so that cone is sitting on top of that. So it's kind of interesting. That was another design choice. And I don't know if there's any benefits sonically of doing that, or if it's more of a design, you know what I mean, like aspect.
No, I mean, it definitely makes it look like it's separated. Yeah. You know, it makes it look like it's separated from that cone, and as Iconic just says there, paradigm, personas, and all the Kefs are inverted also. Yep.
Okay. So the only thing I've really that I've looked at aesthetically that I'm not real fond of would be the speaker grills. And the main reason is just they blend in. And so if you look at this photo, well, I guess there's two things. And I mentioned one of them in my video. So the way these grills fit on, the very first time I went to put them on, you think, oh, they're just magnetic, which they are. But when I went to put it on, it didn't, it almost like fell to the ground and I caught it. I'm like, what in the world? But what happens is the speaker grills only fit a certain direction, if that makes sense. So basically the magnets are aligned a certain position. And so I had to rotate it until it actually, So, and they're not actually 100% circular. So they're almost slightly oval. At least it seems that way.
They need like a
little
little marker.
Match up. You can tell. Really, so.
Well, like behind it or like on the edge where you can feel it.
That's the thing. So they kind of did. And again, I mentioned this in the video. Share another photo on the back of these. I'll show you what it looks like. It doesn't really say it on here, but you can kind of get an idea. So on the back of this, you can't see it in this photo, but somewhere on there, on one side it says Arendal, and on the very other side it says Made in Norway, or Designed in Norway, something like that. So the Arendal, if you put that up at the top and put Made in Norway at the bottom, and just rotate it, fits on there perfectly. So that is the like the alignment of it. So that works. But those grills, I think, are made of steel, so they're very, very stout. I just wish they were a different color. Like with my Mark Logans, you got white cabinet and you got gray grill, and it just has this nice contrast. Versus with this one, you got a gray grill on a gray speaker, and it just kind of blends in.
Can you purchase?
Now, what I don't know, I looked on their website, and I couldn't. Honestly, I don't know. Even looking on their website, I have not been able to see. Yeah, you could probably paint them whatever color you wanted to, as long as you do it real light and don't.
Like where cloth is much harder to paint cloth or dye cloth, especially when it comes black.
Yeah.
You know? But metal, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's spray paint.
Yeah, looking on their website though, I wasn't able to find the real color for the white ones to see what that looks like. So I'm not sure what they're going to do.
Definitely interesting. Can't wait to hear them. At one of the shows. Depending on where we go. I know they're consumer direct, so I'm sure somebody would probably have them purchase them and put them in a show somewhere.
Yeah.
But
they don't really travel.
Yeah,
So I'm with Don Dunn, and Don Dunn's coming over, I think, on Monday.
Okay.
And then Gene Delasala, he wants to come up the following Monday. He wants to.
All right. We got to find something that we can understand. Let's see here. Let's do live. Do live. Oh, there he is. Oh, regional theater tour. 3 hours and 30 minutes.
What if I told you that you could block all ads or get paid to see them? My name is Brandon Moore. I'm an engineer.
I'm Brandon Moore. Let's go, Brandon.
Once you install our...
I'm happy to hear you're doing that. That's awesome.
He's already done.
We got some support over here. It's 2 against 2 now.
I have a brand new NX9 box.
Yeah,
that he bought that release day, and now it's the 900. What am I going to have?
But you got to know where you're going to get to where you want to go, right? So with that particular menu system in the Legion, so it's not something. Yeah,
the learning curve is a little steep with the Lumigen than it is with. From what I can tell, I haven't actually played around with MadVR, but all of the videos that I've actually seen the folks using it, the UI is very pretty.
Upstairs, so it's like, and I have obviously the main theater, which is so it's got 11 bed layers. I'm processing 9 channels. I guess it's 9.
Your problem is the 9 channels.
6. 2.6.
I'm gonna have to go check your channel out. I absolutely want to see that.
Yeah, I haven't posted a video about it in quite a while, and it's been kind of slow on the channel. But I just posted a video. Being pretty busy.
Let me ask you this: have you been upgrading, or you just been enjoying the experience of having everything done in the way that you want?
I think I've been the second, the latter. Just and minimal upgrades to the theater. I've had a couple of stumbles, I guess. Like I thought one of my Duck Tech towers, the amps blew. I thought all of a sudden, after almost I think I've had them for almost 10 years now.
Oh wow!
And those things are.
That really hard. That's got a top. It's been like what, $198?
The older models like I got, I might have about 12. Those top out at around 180. But the new ones like the 2023, 2024, those will go 200 or something like that. I'm not too sure. I don't remember. was about to say, my current stallion is a 2005 BTX 1800F. Oh yeah. V twin power, baby. I'm sorry. I'm a sucker for the V twins. Consider it my American. They're not doing a full commercial check on the full system.
Okay, yeah, we've heard all that before. This is, I think there's all your lead in this type of live hunt. We might want to go find it. It doesn't matter about number of viewers.
Because you can watch it, right? There are people, I said, I said, Trump is one. It's just a matter of time. I said, if there was any chance she was going to win, that would have happened. That's what I knew he won.
Are we still up here in Kamala?
You were literally.
Well, we still up here in Kamala. I mean, you guys want anyway. Why what?
That's our vice president. We're talking about our vice president. What did I tell you about being a foreigner and put a question in the Didn't we have this talk already?
No, Paris, hey, I finish. Okay? Do you think that it is appropriate to sit there and out a child against their will, making them risk their parents either physically assaulting them or kicking them out on the street to take them homeland before they are even 18? You think that's right?
I think just to the period they always say I think trying to get them the help they need is what really matters. And yes, the help they need is the gender affirming care element for example. No, the help they need is mental health, not gender affirming.
And that's where school counseling can come in.
No.
Well, the thing is, Swanson, I'm sorry.
In my parents would have told my sister, who was very much a tomboy child when she was 12, 13, 14 years old. Oh no, you're not a girl, you're a boy. If they had told her that, then it could completely change her life. And now she's fine, grown adult, has children, no problems, right? But in the world that you're talking about you live in, oh no, they dress, they want to do things like boys, play with boy toys, dress like boys. We should tell them they're boy. Now,
That's not all for themselves. The thing is, we're talking about children who have figured it out for themselves. Children who feel like they are not represented.
Oh, God, really?
Have y'all noticed that even at people think sobriety is the end, but it's really just the beginning.
We all know, the search results that it wasn't allowing before. It's like overnight it happened. It's miraculous. It's because I know.
It began after
All right, hold on. I know you guys are there. All right. I am cooking some stuff.
I mean, pretty much every single Dev Tech product is blown an amp on me. And I thought I was going to get away with these because these are the 88 ASTs. I just thought I could have like unicorn amps. So for a while I was running the theater with just not, without bass in the front speakers and just crossed it over super high. Obviously I have enough subs to pick up the slack. But then I unplugged it because it's almost sounded like in a very extreme noise hum, not a hum, but like really loud, like popping.
and like super loud, almost like a ground loop, extreme ground loop. And I there was nothing I could do. I tried, changing the power receptacle, and I tried different, surge protectors. So I just kind of gave up, and I just ended up unplugging them and just going with the mid ranges, I guess mid bass drivers in them. And but then weirdly, I left them unplugged for like a month, and all of a sudden they stopped doing that. So it just like went back to normal.
Wow.
I can't explain it. I just cannot. And now I bought some. I just bought some power, like you can buy like these RMI, EMI power conditioners, like made by Furman. So I'm just gonna put a couple of those in there and then see if that takes, because you can hear the tiniest little bit of hum from the left speaker, but it's not. It's like almost inaudible. So you can tell it's sort of still there. So I'm gonna see if I can get rid of it with one of those things. Probably won't work, but I thought it's worth a try.
Yeah, I'm praying for when I get mine done that I don't have any ground loops or hisses or hums, because it would drive me absolutely insane. I couldn't deal with it. I know that some people with some of the older Class A amps and stuff like that, they just live with that, right? They this is the part of the amp, this is what it is, but I couldn't do it. It would drive me absolutely insane.
It's all about the cables, man. Just get you some $10,000 cables.
No, yeah,
that would fix it for you. No problem.
24 karat gold.
But let's give a quick shout out to the chat. Thanks for joining us tonight, Rich. We have Rich in the chat. We have Todd. Siphonics is on there for a few minutes, but he's off to bed. Richard, thank you from Canada. Thank you all for joining us tonight. And looks like we're about to have a fun time. A fun waste of time tonight.
Yes, absolutely.
Plugged it in well? Yes.
You segued that very well. Appreciate that, Ike.
Yeah.
So Thurs, give us a little background about yourself. What made you want to start a podcast, first of all? And, second of all, what got you into this hobby?
Sure. Well, the reason I started the podcast.
I'm here trolling people today.
No, I was doing that earlier. I was doing drive-bys, just run through everybody's lives. Hey, Joe, how are you doing today, bud?
What's up, man? What is going on? Oh, happy days. Happy days are here again.
I finally learned when I'm doing the battles, don't be playing no damn music because they give you warnings.
Yeah.
Do they really?
Yeah, they're a bunch of third graders. TikTok. Getting tired of it.
If I'm trying to play their approved songs because they can play all of them.
Well, yeah.
They have the rights to them. So I'll put together a list of all of their songs that I like, but they have it in their playlist, so I can make my Spotify list. And I can just choose from there when I want to play music, and they won't say a fucking word because they own the rights to it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's the United States of America. We should use our music whatever we want. So what I do is, since the recording industry costs too much to buy their music, I just download them.
That's not a bad idea either.
Yeah, download them. Yeah, but I use my music on YouTube.
Nothing to do anymore with my former party. I don't want nothing to do with them anymore. I wiped them off my memories.
Oh, you mean the dummy cats?
No, the dummy crats.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said the Democrats. Crap.
The Democrats.
I should call them the Democrats.
Well, yeah, I just call them a bunch of socialists. That's what they are. They want to be like China. They want government to take over everything.
My question is, Papa and Tom Tom, do you think what's going to happen when Trump goes to New York for the Senate?
The what?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the last part you said. When he goes to New York, what will happen when he goes to the Senate?
Oh, he's not. See,
going to be overturned, or he's going to be found guilty.
So one merchant put out today he's giving himself until next week about actually throwing the case out.
Yeah, they're gonna throw the case out because if they don't throw the case out, people will.
Here, do 100 hours
No,
Is that the Z? Who's talking right now? I'm sorry.
it was me.
No, it's Danielle.
It was
I had said.
Oh, Danielle.
Yeah, I had just said the.
You're breaking up real bad, Danielle.
Yeah, I'm in the barn. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
All
No,
right.
you had barns, but they went away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the barn.
So I've been watching the news, and these people are just a bunch of crybabies. I mean, my God. First they're blaming the people, now they're blaming Joe Biden. They need to blame themselves. So.
I got blocked from another 4 liberal blocks today.
So.
Yeah. I used to go. I used to go in and see how fast I could get blocked.
I mean, I wasn't in the live. I was watching on the outside. What did you say? Nothing. I didn't even say anything. They must have looked at my profile and saw I was strong. They went, no.
People's already letting know where to go.
Yeah, that's better than anything I ever did. I at least had to talk before they blocked me.
Well.
That's something you can notch in your bedpost. How many times I've been blocked by?
Yeah.
Well, at the end.
But ain't it funny that we have not seen Harry or Parker since Tuesday?
Nothing in the Constitution at all.
They have not been on at all.
Yeah.
Well, he got his money, so he's done.
Yeah.
He already got his money, so he's done.
Well, you know what?
It was on yesterday. He did a live yesterday.
What's up, Big G?
Was he?
And they were in trolling him really bad.
Yeah, I think the pharmacies are busy today, the past couple of days, because all those crazy people got to get their medicine because their leader lost. She got her ass kicked. See, I mean, she's just a total loser. She didn't say anything until Wednesday afternoon. She should have said something Tuesday night, but no. She's been drinking all night because you know that witch was losing. And she had to send some idiot out there, hey, we're going to count, we're going to call, you come back tomorrow. And I said, you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking moron. And then she had to show her ass yesterday, you know, cackling. I just couldn't take it anymore. She was cackling. She got a big old smile on the face. I know she got some service last night. But yeah, thank God that shit's over. All right, stop smoking that stuff. You gotta stop smoking that stuff. You know that stuff is illegal.
Edie, don't send me snow. I see people saying send me snow. Keep it. Do not send it to me.
Send the snow to California. They need it over there.
No, there's a lot of snowflakes there already.
Yeah, we
Let it
did
be in
need.
California. I don't want it anywhere me.
Yeah, you know what?
I want the snow this way. It's 81 degrees.
Oh well. Well, you know California's on fire. I wonder why. Bunch of bullshit over there. Everything catches on fire. They're evacuating. And
There's all the snow.
The laugh.
Me too, big dog. Me too.
Oh, that's what it says.
Me too.
Sorry, I was trying to read what it said.
Hold on.
Had people just giggling.
Oh my God, Project 2025.
Yeah, I probably should have warned you before I did that. I'm sorry.
Are they still talking about?
No, I had to because that was like their big talking point. So now I've just got to have fun with everybody with it.
Yeah,
so.
they're talking about.
Oh, I completely understand.
And it's gonna be funny when those charges, the conviction of New York, it's gonna be dropped, and then they had nothing else to say. Boy.
So even with
Ruth, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How's everyone on here?
Oh, we're good.
I'm
We're
good.
enjoying our new president.
I'm getting ready to eat
Yeah.
some dinner.
He's making some progress everywhere.
Mm-hmm. But did anyone else see the press conference they had with Letitia James and Governor Hochul of New York?
Okay.
What did I missed that one. Oh, so they were pretty much saying how they're making this whole act to protect New York from anything and everything that Trump is going to do when he becomes president.
The same thing. Did you hear that?
Really? No, yeah. I didn't see that one.
Newsom said he was trying to protect. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
But then Letitia James said that she is going to continue to fight pretty much to try and throw his ass in prison.
Well, she's gonna be impeached, or she's gonna be thrown out of that office.
Yeah,
New Yorkers are tired. They are tired of this bullshit. Her fake hair.
That's Fanny. That's Fanny, whatever.
Oh, the one that had the booty call?
Oh, where's Letitia from?
No, New York. She's
I have a genuine question.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we think back to the 2020 election,
and
there was records set for a number of voters. Any wonder what happened to about, 15 million voters?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just curious. Nobody said anything, but
Democrat Party. That's like all that stuff that Democrats had. All the evidence has disappeared. I wonder why.
I'm just curious where everybody went.
Yeah,
I was like, did that many people pass away, or did that many people move?
No, they're probably going
they
locked
claimed,
up.
they claimed that Democrats were lazy. They did not go to vote, all of them. They are lazy.
I didn't know anybody that sat out this election. Everybody claimed this election.
All right. I'm just getting tired of that. I'm going back to the home theater, so because I'm going to eat.
Yes, is because I've got some very creative friends. And whenever we get together, we would always have a great time having discussions. But we figured, hey, if we're talking about this stuff, I'm pretty sure there are others out there that would enjoy hearing and joining in the same conversations that we were having.
Google Fi Wireless has flexible phone plans that keep your family safe and connected. There are plans for any budget, and you'll save even more when you get a phone on us with every new line you add. Get the coverage and connectivity you need with 5G, 4G LTE, and hotspot tethering on all plans. And stay secure too with spam blocking and location sharing built in. There are so many ways.
Because we're real big hobbyists. I'm big in home theater. Movies has always been a really big hobby of mine ever since I was a child. Worked at the movie theater as a teenager and went to the theater probably about 2 to 3 times a week for many, many years. And I always told myself if the technology ever got to the point to where you could have a theater in your home that rivaled the commercial theater, that was something I was going to do. Now, it took about 20 to 25 years, but I finally made it.
So, what would you say that your theater, home theater experience, when would you say that started? Would that be like the Prologic days? Would that be?
No, it's not really long, man. Truthfully, probably around 2011, 2012. I got married in 2011 and moved into my wife's home here in Texas. And when I tried to set up a theater in our loft, which was right outside of the bedroom, she wasn't having it. So she told me, she's the boss. I got to do whatever she tells me, right?
Of course. Happy wife, happy life.
I'm telling you. So she did make a promise that in the next house, we'd have a dedicated space. I could do whatever I wanted to do with it. And sure enough, we were in that situation right now. She was kind enough to allow me to do that. But yeah, it started in 2011. Around 2014, 2015, we knew we were going to move. And that's when I really started to do the research on what I wanted to do. for my first official dedicated theater. And unfortunately, back in 2014, 2015, we didn't have the home theater industry and hobby and all of the enthusiasts that we currently have right now in the hobby. So really the only way that you could gather information that you needed in order to build a proper theater was either to go to ABS Forum. I'm pretty sure you guys have been around for a little while. You might remember ABS Forum before YouTube and all of these other avenues and platforms there are for people to get information. And one of my favorite podcasters, kind of YouTubers at that time, was Scott Wilkinson, Home Theater Geeks. Absolutely loved Scott Wilkinson. Watched the show every week to gather as much information as I possibly could. Eventually reached out to some of my other favorite people, the 80 Science guys, Matt Garrett and don't blank on his name, but another one of my favorite guys. It'll come to me before the end of the show. But the 80 Science guys were very, very helpful when it came to getting the equipment that I wanted to get and getting everything established. Matthew Blair, for those of you that know Matt actually is becoming a staple in the industry these days. Back in the day, before everybody was doing YouTube, Matt was one of the first to be putting out home theater content. Now, the videos he was putting out were quite crude, but they got the job done. And sure enough, when I saw some of the things that he was actually doing in his theater, it gave me some ideas of some things that I wanted to do with mine. Lumagen, I'm a really big Lumagen fan. And at the time when I was beginning to design my theater, I was either going to do a full masking system, automated masking system, or a video processor like the Lumagen, or a combination of both. But back in 2015, I was looking at a company called Karada. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Karada, but they went out of business in about 2016. And I'm so glad, I'm sad they went out of business, but I'm glad it happened when it did, because I was ready to pull the trigger on buying the screen and the masking system when at the last minute they went out of business. And I was speaking to the gentleman that actually owned the company and was pleading with me, hey man, do you have any anything that you can give me? Maybe you don't need this or you don't need that. Can you sell me anything? He was like, I'm sorry, I don't want to sell you anything. I can't really support it.
All right. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get out of here. Not a lot of people on today, but I will be back tomorrow. TGIF. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all. We's out.